Alright guys, we're back. The maps have not been picked yet. They're currently banning the maps right now, so we can go over the maps as they ban them. But we're here in the loser bracket finals between 3NA 2EU versus Bisha. 3NA 2EU are going to be the basically they're like Ron's money crew. It's Frontality's pug stylistic team. And then Bishamon are, as you see here, Godhawk, Shiftwalk, Huzo, Bora, and Cage. Over on 3NA2EU, we have Mankey, Cincy, Brev, Simon Bot, and Frontality. But yeah, so the maps are going to be India, Hammer, and then Black if we need it. Make sure you make your predictions in the chat. It's going to be a really exciting game. Alright, so we're all ready to go. Hopefully you guys are all ready to go in the chat. Alright, we've got the game started here. It's going to be India. Loser bracket finals once again. Bisha versus 3NA 2EU. So India's going to be a very exciting map. I believe 3NA 2EU are going to be on offense. Right off the bat here. There, and I am right once again. So it's going to be Frontality and crew, of course, are going to be on offense. Let's see where they try to go. Let's see if the defense can handle what this offensive team can throw at them. We see a lot of mid pushes once again. Cincy going absolutely crazy here in the opening round, just getting a nice double kill. Cincy, what the heck are you doing, man? You're getting a 3K? Are you going for a 4K? He's going for a 4K.
Enemy troops eliminated. Operation success.
Well, I'm shocked. Well, great job to Cincy on getting that 4K. Excellent job to him. Let's see if he can repeat that ability here. Probably will just die to a nade right off the bat. Alright, so Cincy, let's hop on board to Cincy. Let's see what he can do. Boar took down Frontality, so Cincy knows where he is. So Cincy might just be baiting his teammates for these kills here. Cincy's still looking for that kill into Bora. Actually can't get it. Alright, so Godhawk, Cincy once again friendly fires his own teammate. Godhawk, of course, is still going to be live. Bora is going to be pushing up to support him. Huzo is on the flank. Huzo is getting ready to go. He's got the call. Going to take out Mankey. Takes out Mankey. He's going for the flank right now. Simon has to turn around and block it. Huzo gets the double kill, gets the bomb, shiftwalk, destroys everyone on the other side. Brev and Cincy both follow him. Excellent job from Huzo. That flank just caused so much disarray from the offensive team that their strategies just fell apart completely. Really, really good job there from Bishamon. That's what we want to see from teams. That's the stellar teamwork we need to see from teams if they want to come into that grand finals and face against Global. Huzo, of course, finding a kill into Frontality, finding a one kill onto Cincy as well. Long range with an X95 as well. Simon and Mankey are last live inside of that stairwell. Where's the third player? It's actually going to be Brev as well, still alive. Lots of nades coming out here, but there's 3 players of Bisha and sitting inside of this 2 site. This is going to be hilariously rough for 3NA2EU to get inside of here. Cage gets the first few shots onto Brev. Brev not landing very many. Brev's just barely getting that kill, almost nearly onto Cage, but Cage can still defend behind those barrels. And And yeah, since he's calling it, it's aim duels. Oh my gosh! Brev walks to the site, takes down Huzo, takes down Bora. They were just stacking up against each other. And now that Cage is low, Brev can get the kill. Brev walking in, getting a 3k, bringing the round back into his team's favor. Of course, Godhawk is still alive, gets the kill onto Brev, trying to jump shot all over the place with his FR. It's going to be a 1-on-2 here for Godhawk. He's got a player inside of the site. He's got a player at the window. Mankey's just crouching. As soon as he peeks up, Godhawk is just waiting for the shot. 20 seconds left. Godhawk turns around. Godhawk, where are you going to go? He's going to look for the kill. Oh, he gets spotted. Mankey doesn't know where he is. No communication with the team, but still, Godhawk is going to get shut down by Simon. Those just really hard angles to just lock down. But shoutouts to Brev, just getting maybe even a collateral kill there onto... I don't even know who it was, Huzo and Bora. And then Cage, of course, was also low from Brev from before. So Brev essentially did like 290 damage to that whole team and just brought it back. Just absolutely great job to him. And alright, Rontality starts off strong with a nice kill onto Godhawk. That's going to be the scope down for Bisha. 3 players of 3 and 8 to EU are sitting at the ladder. Since he's getting ready to push in, Simon gets a kill to Cage as soon as Brev actually leaves. They're going to push in immediately. Cincy getting another kill onto Shiftwalk. And it's going to be Bor who's playing at the entrance to the one side. He can't get in. He's got to wait for his teammate. And now it's a 2-on-4. And this is not looking good at all for Bisha. They are locked out of the site. And this is not what you want to happen on offense on one side especially. Brev is coming up from the flank, gets a nice double kill to Bora and Huzo. Round was pretty much over anyways. That's going to be 3-1 for Ron's Money Crew, or 3 on 8 to EU. Yeah, I mean, people always downplay the USA team, but I mean, Ron's Money Crew, they are pretty good. They do consistently place top 4, top 5, so I mean, you can never really count them out of a top 3, top 2 finish when Global and Andromeda aren't competing, and when they've picked up players like Mankey and Simon. Definitely very interesting perspective there from that NA team, or 3 NA 2U team, I should say. Yeah, not much is happening in this 5th round though. Just the players are throwing smokes at each other and you know, hoping the CO2 poisoning is going to kill them. But Godhawk does get the kill to Frontality. That's about the only thing that has been accomplished between each of these teams. Mankey does find 1 kill onto Shiftwalk. Huzo with another kill onto Cincy sitting at the mid. Man, is it getting harder and harder to switch to these players, but Cage does get a kill onto Mankey. And it's going to be 2-4 for 3 and 8 2EU. They do have Simon sitting here, might find KH. He does find KH, that's exactly what they need to do. Huzo's also very low HP. Simon might be able to get that kill, but even then, it's a 1-on-3. And yeah, Huzo just peeks out at the right time, takes Simon out, and that's going to be 3-2. So that was the opportunity for 3 and 8 2EU to pull ahead a little bit, you know, have a 4-2 scoreline, but it actually isn't going to be. I should say 4-1 scoreline. And alright, a 1 push looks like a very real possibility here. Brev and Rontality are going to push in uncontested. And yeah, Brev will get shut down by Shiftwalk. Bora will take a kill as well. Rontality has the bomb. We'll have to back off. Simon, of course, will get a kill into Godhawk. And time again, it is back to a 3-on-3 scenario between these two teams. Which way is the pendulum going to swing this time? Huzo, nice kill onto Rontality. Shiftwalk pushing out crazy style, getting the kill onto Shiftwalk, or Mankey getting the kill onto Shiftwalk from it. A little bit of a risky play. It didn't really work out in their favor. But Huzo, of course, is always going for the flank. Simon's actually aware of it, it looks like. And as soon as he peeks, yeah, Simon actually didn't get the 1-tap headshot, but did deal damage. Bora pushes out from vent, and now there's 1 player left alive. It's going to be Mankey with a scope. He has very low HP. He cannot get shot at all. He has to have perfect peek angles whenever he peeks with his DSR-1. Of course, it is a DSR-1, so he does have that movement capability. Alright, so Mankey in a 1-on-2. He's clutched out rounds like this before, but Huzo's 8-3, Bora is 4-3, the 2 top fraggers for the other team. Mankey planting the bomb, going to go towards the door here. He might miss his opportunity. No, he actually knows that there's no one coming out from the mid. Can't get the first shot through the smoke. He's about to get pushed here. Oh no, was that a no scope on Huzo? Man, I think he just did, but alright, so Bora and Mankey. Bora's just sitting on the corner. Oh, we'll take him down, and he has enough time. Mankey just needed to land that shot or delay a little bit longer, but he couldn't actually know that Bora was playing on that corner. Smart play there from Bora. He got the kill that he needed to get, landed the shots he had to land, and he clutched the round out. And now we're tied 3-3 on this side switch. Alright, so we have tons of crazy action going here at the middle of the map once again. Mankey just finding all these kills, but he will get shut out by Shift Walk. Buddy system coming in very handy between these two teams here at mid. Like, just Runtality is also there supporting again, takes down Shift Walk, and that's going to leave the offensive team, which is going to be Bisha, down a player, or they were until Godhawk got a nice kill into Simon. Simon just pushing up to the stairs. Runtality is going to sit at the bottom of the stairs at mid, and he's going to be the last player alive because of it. Huzo getting that kill into Brev, and Godhawk just shutting down Runtality. And that's going to be a very clean round actually coming out from Bisha. And somehow Cinzy just goes absolutely crazy once again, pushes out, gets a nice triple kill, I believe, and that's going to leave Shiftwalk and Godhawk to figure out a way to get into this site. If they're going to try to work through vent, I guess, but I mean, they just took a whole bunch of damage because of it. It's going to be up to Runtality here. He's playing all alone. He takes down Godhawk. Can't follow up with the kill into Shiftwalk. Shiftwalk might be able to find the kill into Brev. Shiftwalk is running away though. Shiftwalk is actually below half HP. He's going to try to backtrack, but he's got two players waiting for him at mid. Cinzy and Mankey. Gets the first kill into Mankey. Oh, can't get the kill into Cinzy. Cinzy just had a scope. Not sure if Cinzy and Mankey switched guns for a second there. Alright, 4-4. Very close first map between these two teams in the loser bracket finals. Remember, it is a best of 3. It is Bishamon versus 3NA 2EU. And maybe we have to hop. Nope, Brev is just listening around to see what they can do and smoking it up as well. And I think a push from Bisha is going to come out here at 1. A full-on 3-man push, 4-man push from Vent if you include that as well. Bomb is coming out to clear the spots. Brev is holding steady. Push has yet to come out. Might be a distraction. Bora and Huzo were just trying to pre-fire there. And yeah, that's a pretty lame distraction. That's pretty easy to call. Yeah, like this, Simon is already calling out that this 3 players mid. Brev is just going to push out, catches Bora off guard, gets 1 kill, and all the other players are already dead. He takes down Shiftwalk. Oh, I can't get the 3rd kill, but excellent job there from Brev. Good timing to push out of that vent. Cinzy's going to clean up KH, and Mankey, of course, will take down Huzo, who's coming out of that one site.
Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
And rounds like that is how 3NA 2EU were able to beat out Outplayed. If they can keep doing that, there's no doubt in my mind they'll be able to get to that 7 on this first map. But I mean, we've seen how Bisha has played. If they can just keep utilizing these smokes and working the team down and causing those mistake rotations and not die to all these players like Runtality and Simon inside of this backyard. Well, Shiftwalk is trying to fight back, gets 1 kill, gets a 2nd, trying to find a 3rd here onto Mankey, but Mankey's just jumping around like a rabbit all over the place, and will eventually get the kill. 6-4. And notice, guys, how close it was. It was 4-4, all tied up, very close. All of a sudden, 5-4. All of a sudden, 6-4. And just like that, it has almost nearly slipped out of the hands of Bishamon. And that's how you have to stay on the ball in these competitive games, especially in a best of 3 in the loser bracket finals. Alright, so the same thing again from Bishamon. Will it turn out differently, or will Rontality... Yeah, Rontality will just take down 2 players. Simon will follow up with a kill into Shift Walk. He just outplaying himself a little bit there. Simon trying to push out, doesn't take any damage, so he's fine there. And this is where it's a 50-50 chance on where they decide to go. If they decide to go to 2, Mankey and Simon are going to be waiting. If they decide to go to 1... Oh, they're going to decide to go to 2? Mankey misses his first shot. Bisha should know that 2 players are both at 2. They should just go to 1. But they're not going to go to 1. They're going to dilly-dally and spawn, and that's going to allow Mankey to push out and get the kill. Mankey's going to check the corner. Mankey taking down Bora. Bisha, what are you guys doing? You had that round in the bag. They've had the positional advantage over all of 3NA 2EU. But you just gave it away, and that's going to be 7-4 for Ron's team. They're going to win the first map. 7-4 here on India. Pretty clear-cut, decisive win on that second half. First half was pretty close between each of the teams, but just Bishamon couldn't keep it up for the rest of the half there. Grand Finals is coming up after this, guys, so make sure you guys tell your friends to come in and start watching the stream now. Again, loser bracket finals right now between Bisha and 3NA 2EU. The lineups are, of course, for 3NA 2EU, Mankey, Cincy, Brev, Simon, and Rontality. I believe Cincy left because he thought that was the end of the game, so he has to upload his wire and restart everything now. Funny guy. Then for Bishamon, we have Godhawk, Shiftwalk, Huzo, Bora, and KH. Fairly rhyming names there on that squad. Bisha, they lost to Global, 3NA EU. I'm not sure who they lost to in the winners bracket, but they did go to the loser bracket before Bisha. They fought their way through the loser bracket quite far, actually, and it would be surprising if they were able to beat this team as well. They're currently 1-0 over them, so 3NA 2EU could potentially go right to the grand finals after a long, treacherous journey through the loser bracket. No thanks to the carry of Mankey, Brev, Rontality, and Cincy's random amazing play that he just pulls out of something. But in the sound time, make sure you guys follow the channel, get notified when we go live. We do have a schedule that's all over the place sometimes, so get notified when we go live. Go follow us on Twitter. We retweet anything from the other AVA versions, like the publishers, the players, any announcements they make, patches, stuff like that. We also post some of that stuff on Facebook as well as any of the content we actually make on our YouTube channel or on Twitch. We'll retweet that out as well. So if you want to stay engaged and up to date on all the latest AVA information, go follow and like us on Facebook and Twitter. We're at like 512 likes or something on Facebook, and I have no idea how many followers we have on Twitter these days. We're getting close to that 2,700 follower mark on Twitch, so hit up a follow on that. It's not just supporting us as well, it's supporting all the teams and players. More people that they get to play for, more motivation to play, and you get to watch more entertaining play. Alright, so waiting on a couple players to get back here from the NA team. I think it's Simon who actually might have DC'd or something. But anyways, let's talk about Hammerblow. Hammerblow, defensive side map. Last 6 months, it's been the most defensive sided map I think we've seen. More so than Black Sand, more so than India. I think that's pretty much uncontestable to state that. Yeah, it's Hammerblow. Basically, whoever starts offense, if they can win 3 rounds, they're going to have a pretty easy ride to that 7 round win. However, defense, if defense can somehow pull out 5 rounds on defense, that's what they should be doing. But if somehow they falter to the offense, then they normally falter once they switch as well. Not quite sure how Bisha or this other team 3NA 2U are going to play. Don't know what if they're stronger on offense, stronger on defense, what sides they'd prefer to call. But we will just have to see as we are heading into the second map of this best of 3 series. Remember, it is best of 3, so if Bisha can win this, we will go to a third deciding map, Black Sand. Alright, so let's hop onto Brev as he seems to be leading the charge. Shiftwalk might be able to spot all the players. He actually doesn't see them. It's going to be Godhawk who spots all of them. And Godhawk is in a terrible... Actually, this could work out great for Bisha, but no, Godhawk tries to just cross the alley instead of backing up to the back of the red container. Rontality getting both of the kills. And now this is going to be a free two-site push. Huzo coming out from the forklift. Gets 1 kill. He's run out of bullets. He got to reload. And Rontality getting his 3rd kill of the round. That's going to make it a 2-on-2 between each of these teams. So very equal, very chaotic play coming out from both of these teams. Pretty much all over the place, from the barrels to the forklift to the red container. KH does get a nice kill on Simon, and now it's going to be up to Rontality to get a 4K this round to win it for his team. He's gotten 2. Can he get 2 more? And he needs to check his angles correctly here. Oh, KH is just out of the reach of Rontality. Rontality not checking it, didn't check it far enough. And yeah, KH is just going to outplay Rontality there, and that's going to be the first round going to Bisha. Of course, they are on defense, so not too surprising. Dream for co-cast. If you guys want Dream to co-cast, you want him on, spam it in the chat. Alright, so we're going to have to see what 3NA 2U decide to change up here. They're going to have all their players playing over at the bridge side now. But look at this, Shiftwalk, Godhawk are still playing the same way they played last round. They're playing at the right container. 3NA 2U should be aware of this and should be able to play around that. And look at that, Huzo is already flanking them. He took out Cinzy. And Huzo actually might get a couple more kills here if they push him. Yeah, Huzo getting that kill into Brev. And this is what you don't want. You don't want the flanker to actually get in control of the situation. Normally, he should be the one under pressure. He's pressuring the rest of the NA team here. And he's playing all the perfect angles. And look at that, Godhawk. Oh my gosh, Rontality gets baited out. Godhawk takes him out. And Huzo is probably just laughing hysterically right now at what is happening to this team in this second round. Alright, so Mankey just kills Godhawk through the smoke once again. Mankey going absolutely crazy. Mankey just so consistently gets these shots through the smoke. He's actually going to spot Huzo. Needs to get the kill quickly before he gets pushed from the right. Oh, but KH will get the kill, and that'll be it for Simon, and Simon will just get under fire from too many players. 2 rounds in a row for the defensive team. So that's going to be 2-0 for Bisha. Not too terribly bad. It just looks like 3NA 2U needs to start rushing instead of taking their time. That seems to be the standard method of play here to get some rounds on offense. But look at this, Cincy trying to push out on his own. He's got Shiftwalk and Godhawk defending that area, and it's not going to work out. Especially with Shiftwalk getting a nice double kill into Simon. And yeah, this is not looking good at all for 3NA 2U. They're just getting obliterated on this offensive side. Rontality, Mankey are at last alive. Mankey and KH just kind of swept under each other. It's going to be Rontality and Mankey that each have to get a 2K if they want to survive this round. And even then, it's going to be rough. Mankey's about to get flanked from behind. He gets 1 kill, but KH is just waiting, lurking on that bridge. It's going to be Rontality making a whole bunch of noise. They know exactly where he is. They know he's going to red container. He's got KH on his left, and he's going to eventually have Godhawk on his right. He's got Huzo and Shiftwalk flanking from behind. If Rontality has the reaction time and the aim, he might be able to pull it out, but he's almost so close to getting KH, but he's going to get just brushed down by Shiftwalk and Huzo, and that's going to be the 3rd round in a row going to Bisha. So 3 rounds in a row on defense, not surprising, but it is definitely going to start hurting 3NA 2EU. It's this round or the next round, they need to start winning like 1 or 2 rounds, or else they're just going to be in a terrible state on the side switch, and they're going to have to pull off some amazing play to potentially win 6 rounds in a row on defense. Especially with Bisha's offense surprisingly being pretty pretty well, I'd say, compared to all the other teams and how they play offense as well. Mankey going for some wall shots through the wall, not landing much.
Changing magazines.
Alright, so it looks like 3NA, 2EU are just lurking around, and because they're lurking around, they're not dying to any picks from Bishamon. And Bishamon, basically their strategy is get a pick, and then start pushing where we got a pick so that they lose map control. And that's pretty much the easiest way to win defense on Hammerbow. Alright, so let's see what they can do. Mankey is going to try to look for some picks. The rifles don't seem to be going for any picks themselves. They are pushing in, and they're getting slaughtered. Bora just took them out with help from Cage on either side. Mankey's going to have to run in and get a quick kill, but... yeah, look at this. Rontality runs in on his own. No smokes, no nades, no nothing. They just run vanilla into that doorway. And Mankey hasn't even started peeking at the generator yet, and he's got teammates getting in his way. Why are these players going in one at a time? That's 3 players in a row now. 4 players going in one by one, not even regarding Mankey. Mankey's just sitting here trying to work these picks from all these angles. Players are getting in his way. Players are rushing in too quickly. Yeah, that's just such this organized offensive play. Reminds me a lot of Andromeda's play on offense here. And, I mean... it speaks volumes here. 4-0 going to Bisha. We might be going to a 3rd map here, guys. So Godhawk, Shiftwalk getting those kills onto Brev and Rontality. Simon does get one onto KH, but it doesn't really amount to anything right now. Simon's sitting inside of one site, but they don't have bomb control because they lack map control. Mankey, though, does get a nice shot onto Shiftwalk, but Godhawk still playing down at that red container. He's got Cincy and Mankey that will eventually be coming to contend with him. Alright, so we're going to hop on board to Godhawk. Since he is able to get the bomb, he's going to probably go the safe way up through the bridge. But see, Mankey has to keep watching this red container. He can't check spawn or anything like that. So it's going to be very easy for Huzo and Bora to get into a proper retake position just in time as the bomb plants. And yeah, even Mankey has left bridge and actually has gone into the one side. He's going to leave now, but he gave up such a good spot to get these 2 kills. And look at that, Mankey's just going to get dropped by Godhawk. Godhawk with an amazing flick shot. Huzo is already inside of the site. Huzo inside of the site, spotting all the players. And look at that, takes down Cincy. Simon takes down 1, takes down 2. It's going to be Huzo who takes down Simon. Simon going for that triple kill, but Huzo with the 2K is going to be too strong. So good try from 3NA 2EU, but really the only reason they got into that site so uncontested was because Bisha wasn't really capitalizing any opportunities, and then Godhawk got an amazing flick shot onto Mankey, and yeah, it was pretty much over after that. Uzo just going absolutely crazy with that 2K, and yeah, just add injury to insult here. Bisha just got a nice nade kill onto Cincy inside of that warehouse, and it looked like pretty much 3NA 2EU, their entire strategy was to go 2, work 2, or do something with that. And with that early nade kill onto Cincy, their entire strategy has just been destroyed. They have nothing left to work for. Brev taking out KH Bora with Brev, but Rontality will eventually take down Huzo. So it's still tied up 3-3. I'm still going to give the advantage off to Bisha as well. 3-on-3 as the timer keeps ticking down. Godhawk is looking for a pick on Mankey. Mankey is just not peeking right. Oh, Mankey goes for the peek of the angle onto Godhawk, but he does miss it. Oh, he misses again onto Mankey. But he needs to be careful. Rontality has already pushed into the site. Let's hop on board to Rontality. Rontality misses up the shots. Godhawk will actually take down Frontality. Almost getting down Mankey as well. Mankey's trying to jump out of the window, but it's not working out for him. Boar with the kill into Simon. It's all going to be up to Mankey. He's in a 1-on-3. He's got 50 seconds. He has the bomb. He's got Godhawk on his right. He's got Boar on his left. He hears the nade call. He's flashed out. He's going to get pre-fired, and that's going to be it. That's going to be 6-0 on defense for Bisha. Stellar play from them. Terrible play from 3NA2EU. Just really lackluster. Their offensive pushes were just... but here we are. The sides have switched. If Bisha can 6-0, then 3NA2EU can 6-0. But I mean, Bisha's offense should technically be better than what we saw coming out here from 3NA2EU. And look at that. Already they have nearly site control of 2. They've taken down Simon. They've taken... Oh, Frontality just fighting back now. Taking down Godhawk. Taking down Cage and Huzo. Shifthawk with a nice kill into Brev. Frontality, can you find more? You have no HP left. Yeah, Bora will take you down. And just like that, it's a 2-on-2 once again between these two teams. Cincy with a nice kill into Shiftwalk. Going to be up to Bora. 1-on-2. Oh, I can't find the kill into Cincy. Cincy's just walking all over the place. And finally, we see 3NA2EU actually winning a round. They're not going to get 7-0'd. But still, one round is not 6 more. They have 6 more rounds that they need to win, guys, to take this map. And it's going to be absolutely rough for them to do that. Alright, so Cincy is trying to play a little sneaky here on the red container. He's not playing in a typical... Well, now he's kind of playing in a typical spot. But he might run right into Godhawk if Cincy keeps trying to peek out like that. Well, we're going to hop onto Cincy anyway, see what he can do. Cincy's going to peek out. Godhawk is about to push up here. Godhawk's actually watching it. He's supporting his rifle. Oh, Cincy's backing off. He's in a bad spot. He's got nowhere to go. He's got to land that shot. Oh, they haven't pushed up yet. Cincy is going to push up. Going to see the corner, but no, Cage crouches, and Cincy's not prepared for it. Will get taken out. Godhawk with a kill into Mankey. Whole bunch of kills, lots of action coming out quickly. Probably going to be a 1-push here. It's going to be Brev and Simon that needs to defend it. Simon does get dropped. Let's hop onto Brev, see if he can get a 3K. Frontality getting a nice kill into Godhawk. That's 1, but there's still 4 more players for Bisha that needs to be taken out. Brev shows his positioning. Shiftwalk is clearly shooting at him, and Brev isn't moving. That's going to be a 7-1 victory on Hammerblow, going to Bisha, defeating 3NAEU on this map. And we are going to be going to a third map. It is going to be Black Scent. So yeah, just to recap, India was 7-4 for 3NA2EU. First half of that map was pretty even between the two teams, but somehow it just seemed that in that second half, something just came out of 3NA2EU, and they just had a pretty easy time winning 7-4, just like that. But Hammerblow came around. 3NA2EU, they did not start on defense. They lost terribly 6-0. They couldn't even win 2 rounds to give themselves some padding to just absolutely demolish the other team on offense, like we saw Bisha do to them. So Bisha 6-0, they pretty much did what 3NA2EU should have done on offense, just win a couple rounds, and that's basically what happened. So here we go. We're going into the third and final map here, 1-1. It is going to be Black Scent. And I have no idea who's going to win on this map. Black Scent is not as defensive sided as Hammerblow, but it can be pretty defensive sided with a 1-scope setup at 1, and then a 2-3 rifle setup over at the 2 site, and a guy playing on the freezer or covering spawn. We've seen that many times be very effective, especially if that scope can effectively rotate between pushing generator or defending on that 1 site. Will that be able to be a possibility coming up whichever team plays defense? Don't know. Offense has a lot of tools as well. They have that freezer push. They can go through the warehouse. They can go through that generator. I mean, they have Mankey scoping. Like, Mankey's a pretty good scope. He's got that DSR. DSR is actually pretty good on Black Scent because of all the close quarters as well. But actually, we haven't actually seen 3NA2EU using a point man. Maybe Brev was using a point man. I'm not quite sure. He's been using the rifle quite a bit. But yeah, so point men are a pretty good tool to use on both defense and offense. Huzo has been playing a fantastic point man. That's actually something we haven't even spoken about yet. Huzo's point man, he's been flanking consistently. He's been catching people off guard on awkward angles all the time, getting 2 kills from his effectiveness like that. So might be detrimental to 3NA 3U to not have a point man like that at their disposal, but we'll just have to see how it plays out. But here we are live in the 3rd map of the loser bracket finals. It is going to be Blackscent 3NA 2EU going up against Bishamon. Bishamon going to be taking defense, and that means 3NA 2EU are going to be taking offense. So let's see what their offense can do on this map. Alright, so both teams look like they're going to contest the generator here. Huzo is going to be in first. Nade's going to come out. Huzo is going to get stuck by that nade, going to get stuck out by Mankey, who's actually point manning. So as I was saying, it's a great tool to use, and when you're going to push generator, you definitely need to have that point man. So great job for Mankey to realize that and to push that F1 button. And now that they have control of generator, they can kind of delay a little bit over at 2. They can rotate over to that 1 site or cause a massive distraction. And look at that. Shiftwalk, Cage, Boar have all stacked that 2 site because of how strong 3NA3U have taken the generator. And if they were just a little bit faster, they could have already been inside of 1. You guys don't need to wait 30 or 25 seconds for teams to rotate back over after you cause a massive win like that in generator. You can just rotate as soon as you get those kills, and you will most likely get into sight with no one there. Godhawk, though, is the only wall in their way. Will he be a wall, or will he just break? Godhawk is getting shot from the corner. He's going to get pushed out, gets 1 kill on Frontality, using the black box, but not enough. Simon will get the angle, take him out. Shiftwalk, though, will rain down fire onto Simon from the balcony. And it's going to be Cincy and Mankey last man alive. That X95R can be quite useful for Mankey inside of the site. And that's only going to really help against KH, who's playing inside of the site. But the rest of the players are playing far and away. Cincy is going to try to push up and flank. Might see KH. Gets Bora, turns around, sees KH, gets the kill. Can't get the triple kill into Shiftwalk, but that's a double kill. Really good job to him. It's going to be up to Mankey now to get this final kill. He's going to push up to the stairs. He's actually going to... Oh, this is impressive play from Mankey. He's going to go for Shiftwalk. He knew he was playing out window, and he knows that most average players are not going to move out of window until that bomb's gone down, and he gets the kill. Wow, a nice 2K coming out from Cincy, a nice follow-up secure kill from Mankey, and that's a really great individual win for the first round on offense coming out for 3NA 2EU. Alright, so once again, Generator has been taken control, but because they got Generator control, Bijou decided to take Warehouse control. And that's pretty much the trade-off that you can take, if the other team is going to take Gen, you can take Warehouse. And that kind of equalizes the map. And it's something we don't see a lot of teams actually doing, but something they should definitely start doing more. Definitely Asians and the Koreans and Japanese teams use it a lot. They use that to go into Freezer. They use it to use what Godhawk is doing right now. They also use it to put a player inside of the spawn so that you can't rotate out and you're trapped inside of this small little area and you really have nowhere to go. The only vulnerable spot is where Bora isn't watching, and that's to go through the NRF spawn. But look at that, Huzo Cage getting kills, shutting down the push that's coming out from 3NA2EU inside of the site. KH getting another kill. It's going to be 3 players. Mankey, Simon, and Mortality. They're pushing so hard to get inside of the site, but they keep losing players at each engagement. Not working in their favor. Simon trying to turn things around, but now they're about to get flanked from behind. They have a player in vent. They're basically playing defense now. Bor with that kill into Mortality. Simon gets another kill. He's on his triple kill now. On a 3K. Are both players in vent? He did see someone. He should have been able to see them. Yeah, so Shiftwalk is still sitting around at the generator. Godhawk is sitting in the vent, staring right at him. And I don't know why Simon did not check vent. I'm very confused about that. So very interesting play coming up from each of the teams there. But, I mean, that does mean that Bishamon have been able to take a round and are not going to let a 2-0 come out towards them from 3NA2EU. Now we're going to see Mankey utilizing that point man inside of Freezer, trying to prevent any pushes coming out from them, seeing if he can actually capitalize on what Bijou was able to do last round, pushing that warehouse so early on. But it looks like it might be a Freezer push or bait here onto the top balcony. KH is sitting up here. Oh, he spots one, but he's not prepared for the second player on the left. He is going to get pushed down. He gets taken out. He doesn't deal a lot of damage at all. And they have lost balcony control as well, and that's really bad. Godhawk, though, is pushing inside. Godhawk gets one, going to peek for a second, misses his shot. He's dealing a lot of damage to the team, but he's eventually going to be taken out. He hit 2 players, tanked them. Shiftwalk with a nice kill to Cinzy. Brev with a nice kill to Shift. Mankey, long range with that X95R onto Bora. Fantastic kill from him, and it's going to be up to Huzo in a 1-on-3, but look at those HP levels. Simon, Brev are below 20 HP. It's only Mankey who has half. And look at that, Huzo has picked up an AK, 1 hit kill for those 2 players, 2 bullets for Mankey. Oh, but no, Huzo's going to get baited out by the bait in balcony window. Good try from Huzo, but it wasn't going to be good enough. 2-1 now for 3NA 2U, playing pretty well on defense here. Alright, so this time we actually didn't see Bisha push into warehouse. That's where Brev was going to try and get a pick. But this time we did see the usual thing from 3NA to EU. They pushed into generator, got control generator, and now they've rotated out. If you're going to rotate out a generator, you need to like rotate much faster than this. Like 230, 210 you have control generator, 150 your entire team is in warehouse, ready to push 1. But they didn't cause any rotations yet, so this 1 push might backfire on them. I mean, technically they've stacked the site. As Shiftwalk actually doesn't play 1. He's normally playing over at the 2 site. So they have KH, Shiftwalk, and Godhawk covering all these angles. Shiftwalk getting the first kill to Brev, and now they're forced to go out. But a miscommunication on the door delays their timing, and now they can't push out. Everyone is reset. And a terrible nade has just hit Simon and Cinzy. I don't even know how low they are. Oh, they lost their helmets, and they're both half HP or lower. Oh, Bora just sitting behind the concrete block, takes down Rontality. Rontality not prepared for that for someone playing in that angle. Cage taking down Simon. Godhawk pushing in through the door, takes down Cinzy, and this is not looking good at all for 3NA 2U. It's going to be 2-2 now. Very close game in these first 4 rounds. We have 2 rounds left in this first half. But it is just going back and forth between these 2 teams. I mean, they're finding little advantages to take away from each other. They find an advantage, they win a round. So let's see who can find more advantages in a round and just keep pushing it forward. And this time we do see a contestant generator. Godhawk, Rontality, Bora all getting kills, but Huzo, Cinzy, and Mankey all being eliminated from the map. Brev, of course, getting killed to Bora. Godhawk getting killed to Godhawk as well. And it's only going to be Brev last alive in a 1-on-3. So definitely the defensive team, Bisha, came out on top in that generator push. I mean, that's really what happens. I mean, when teams are this close in individual skill, when 3 or more players each from each team push that generator, you can't really call what's going to happen, like how it's going to pan out. It's pretty RNG. Or inconsistent, I should say.
Friendly troops eliminated.
Alright, so Brev will get taken out pretty easily there. Not much he could have done in a 1-on-3 with that HP. 3-on-2 now for Bisha. Alright, look at that. Huzo taking down Cinzy. Rontality taking down Bora. Rontality with a nice double kill. Bora and Huzo will both be dropped. And this is the first time that the team has actually taken control of a bomb site this well with a bomb down. We're gonna hop on board to Cage, see how we can push the back of the stairs here. Yeah, he needs to push the back of the stairs to help his team. Takes on Brev, but Brev doesn't falter. Simon takes down Shiftrock. Brev takes down Cage. Godhawk is the only one to get a kill. He's last. Oh, sorry about that. He's last alive, but will get dropped.
Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
And look at this side. And yeah, another generator contest between each of the teams. Banky and Mortality each getting kills. And Shiftrock is going to have to back out of there. But I mean, it equalized it out to a 3-on-3. And that's pretty much what happens to Generator. It just lowers the player count. It goes from a 5-on-5 to a 3-on-3. Pretty much every single time. Alright, so Bisha are trying to push up mid, something we never saw 3NA 2EU try to do. Godhawk is leading the charge, but he's vulnerable to Simon. Simon is a scope. Oh, Simon, as soon as he peeks, Borak gets the headshot right on him. Alright, Borak in a 1-on-2. Spots Cincy. Can't get the kill to Frontality. Another generator contest between each of these teams going in the favor of Huzo. Huzo getting a nice double kill. Frontality has something to say about it though. Gets 1 kill, out of bullets, has a pistol, has a player behind him, can't take down Huzo. And Huzo getting a nice triple kill in that generator contest. Boar pushing up further, getting the kill into Cincy. And yeah, just like that, Godhawk getting a nice kill into Simon. And that's going to be 4-4. Can't believe how close this game has been after a 7-4 for 3NA EU on India, coming from a 7-1 on Hammer Blow from Bisha, all the way to a 4-4. I mean, we kind of saw a similar playstyle of this on India, but our 3NA EU are going to be able to push ahead here while playing on defense. Alright, Simon's playing on the corner, spots a few of them, gets a nice few shots. Cincy is playing right here on the corner. Frontality gets 1. Cincy gets another. Huzo getting the kill to Mankey, but Godhawk not doing anything. Gets the kill to Frontality, but he was getting supported there by Brev. Brev getting onto the site. It's going to be Simon who gets 1 kill. Has to relieve, doesn't have enough bullets. Brev needs to get this kill. He gets the kill. That's going to be 5-4 for 3NA EU. So really good job there from 3NA EU to work together there between Brev and Simon. I mean, Simon, yeah, I don't know, pretty good job from each of the teams there. But this is the crucial round where if 3NA EU can win this round, they'll be 1 round away from winning. If not, it'll tie it up to 5-on-5, and then it's pretty much anyone's game. It's already anyone's game at this point, but Frontality playing at the barrels, or the pipes will get taken out. Brev will try to fight back, we'll get 1 onto KH, but Huzo just pushes in so fast. Takes down Brev. Spots where Mankey's playing inside of the site, but Simon and Cincy are prepared there to help him out. Cincy gets 1 kill on the back of the stairs, but Brev is not doing much inside of the site. Simon's going to get taken out. Cincy will get 1 kill, but he will die as well. And that's going to be 5-on-5 between these two teams. 4 rounds are left. Alright, so Huzo gets a nice kill onto Brev. Paige is trying to shoot through the smoke. Godhawk finding a kill onto Simon. .3NA 2EU are looking like they have been defeated. There's 3 players left. They have 5 players to go against. Cincy gets a nice kill onto Huzo. Vitality trying to take down Godhawk, but it'll be Mankey and Cincy who team up together to take him out, and just like that, it has switched back now. It's a 2-on-3. Oh no, Shiftwalk takes down Vitality. It's going to be up to Mankey and Cincy. 2-on-2. Shiftwalk getting another kill, takes down Cincy. Mankey, what can you do? You're in a 1-on-2. You've got a player on your left. Oh, you took out a nade at the wrong time. Oh, you get baited by Shiftwalk who dropped down. And that's, look at Shiftwalk going 15-5. Godhawk 13-7. It is 6-5. One more round and it will be Bisha going to the grand finals to face Global in a best of 5 series. Let's see. Okay, right. So Mankey and Brev are going to try to lock down this contest. Mankey's going to fall. Brev is still alive. Brev got 1 kill. Mankey got another. Oh no, Cincy from the flank takes down the players. It's going to be up to Shiftwalk. Oh my gosh, Cincy just the heads up play to go through the freezer, to go for the push. He's 15-9 now. It's 6-6. Where does Cincy come from with these plays? Last round of this entire series, guys. Who is it going to be? Who do you think is going to win? 3NA, 3EU, or is it going to be Bisha? Winner of this goes to the grand finals. 2 minutes left in this entire series. Mankey, look at where Mankey's playing. He's playing in a dangerous spot here. But if he can make it work, he'll get at least 1 kill into Shiftwalk. And that could be the bomb, but no, Godhawk is paying attention to it. Risky play there, but look at this. Simon is also playing in a risky spot as well. He's playing at the red little box here. Godhawk, will he peek this angle? Will he be astute? Or is he going to send his rifle first? No, Godhawk is going to go first. Oh no, Simon misses the shots. He actually gets the kills onto Godhawk. He backs off immediately. And now the teams are equal, 4-4. This is just getting so intense between these two teams. Vitality gets a kill. Huzo gets a kill onto Vitality on the exchange. It's a 3-on-3 story of this entire game. 3-on-3 plays. Brev rotating quickly back over to 2. Huzo, KH are already inside of the site. Shiftwalk is in there as well. Cincy is here. Brev is here for 3 on AEU. Simon is rotating as well. Bomb is going down. And it's all going to come down to this retake. Can 3 on AEU do it? Or are they just going to lose to this post-plant deep positions? Huzo taking down Cincy. KH takes down Brev. It's all going to be up to Simon. Simon on 1-on-3. Trying to find these players. They're all hiding. They're just waiting around. They're edging him up and he dies. And that's going to be it. That's going to be Bisha winning 7-6 on the third and final map. They are going to be going to the grand finals to face off against Global. Excellent job 3NA EU for coming third. Congratulations on Bishamon for coming at least top 2, potentially even first. But yeah, absolutely crazy games from each of these maps. 7-4 on India for 3NA EU, 7-1 on Hammer Blow for Bisha, and of course 7-6 for Bisha in the final map. So a 2-1 victory for them. We'll have the grand finals coming up soon, guys. Don't go anywhere. Tell all your friends. Global versus Bisha, grand finals, best of 5.